Welcome back, everybody. Last time we left off with a Pokedex of 11 Pokemon caught. That's a little bit small. Oh, shit. I have a bad feeling about this. What? Didn't save properly. I gotta go through the... Uh-oh. Didn't we have 12 last time? Fuck. We'll figure that out in a second. Because if for some reason it didn't save my whole going through Silphco, that is going to be rather irritating. Okay, so we do have our Mew. Items. I swear I saved there. Maybe I didn't. That'd be real stupid if I didn't, but... regardless, it's just Silphco. We can do that again. However, I am going to reload just for reasons of technically it might be faster. Not as much as it would be on actual hardware, but, you know, that's a whole other to-do. Maybe one of these days I'll see if there's like a capture board that I could hook up to an actual Game Boy Color or something. The equivalent of Sonic 06 loading screens. I mean, yeah, to be fair, they are definitely faster, aren't they? As that guy swears at us in Quebec French, and off we go. Well, yeah, but almost anything is faster than a Sonic 06 loading screen. Especially when you have multiple of them back-to-back across, like, a single screen of dialogue. A single screen, in this case, including a single line of dialogue, so... you know, great job there, Sonic 06, if that is, in fact, your real name, which it's not. I'll wait to mess with my party until I get over to where I'm going. I don't remember what all the, like, high-speed route here is for negotiating with Silphco, because I pulled that up yesterday. I know we start at, like, floor 9. Well, yeah, I mean, for sure it's got to beat the absolute pants off of it being on, oh my goodness. That other thing. It's certainly better than PS3 or Xbox 360. Especially Xbox 360. Whoa. And when it comes to capture, especially PS3. Whoa. I have a very bad, like, low-quality kind of HDMI splitter that I use specifically with my PS3 so that way it'll strip out the HDCP. Because otherwise, capturing on the PS3 doesn't really like to work very much. Self-destruct. Oh, come on. That's... what a letdown. But it only did like 8 damage to us, which is funny as hell. Granted, it's also self-destruct coming off of Voltorb, which has absolutely no HP. Yeah, that's true. I could just easily evolve the other Pidgey by feeding it large amounts of rare candy. That's right. I'm going to give this Pidgey horrible tooth rot in order to... What do you mean it doesn't have teeth? Oh, yeah. So I guess, speaking of Pokemon stuff, did you guys see Mega Malamar? Because that was revealed today. Obviously, we don't know what it does yet in-game, especially because it's being debuted in a Pokemon Legends game, which has different mechanics and everything, so all the competitive people can kind of lean back for a little bit and be like, I'm out of this conversation. So, yeah, there's a Nintendo Direct Friday. This is also coming, like, right off the heels of them winning a patent on summoning creatures into battle. So I'm kind of sitting in this situation where it's like, okay, but also Nintendo does kind of suck. Let me look at all these things that I'm going to pointedly avoid spending money on, but I digress. Wow, you mean a company in the video game industry is bad? Yes, I do. Slightly unfortunate that we got paralyzed. If only I had status recovery items, but I think I can live without that. You know, just getting paralyzed is mute. We're not in danger of dying with this thing, so... Come on. Actually, there are beds somewhere. Fuck, I'm gonna go and open the map. Hang on. Google. Fastest route through Silph.co. What was it? Oh yeah, it was on Reddit. Unfortunately... Yeah. Okay, so those are on the same floor as the Science Man. So we're over here. We can, in fact, get into a couple of other fights, too. So that's cool. One of the 4 Rocket Brothers, this guy says, like he's... Like, that actually matters. You're just making shit up now, dude. You're trying to... You're trying to do something, but whatever it is, you're failing at it, so... Like, maybe if they had themed Pokemon teams of some kind, or you had to fight them to open certain things, and yeah. Alum, hey, there he is. He's peeking in with that that emote that's based on that ancient smiley. That thing looks hilarious. I I love that, and I'm just like, man, I cannot remember where that is from. Of like the base thing. I'm sure it's just a thing that was on the interwebs in general. But my brain is just like, that's a Hypnospace thing, isn't it? But maybe that's just because Hypnospace actually like captured the exact vibe correctly. Anywho, we got our health back. That's the important part here, the important takeaway. We can go fight a couple more dudes if we want some free EXPs. Yeah, it's one of those things where it comes down to being very, very difficult in terms of how a lot of that stuff is going to end up being handled. And just in general, I kind of think that it's like patenting mechanics and stuff in the game industry in general, not great in my opinion. That's kind of caused some problems. A lot of things that sound like great game design ideas, and then you've got all these other companies who are like, by the way, although, come to think of it, yeah, I mean, that patent for sanity effects from Eternal Darkness has expired. That was another Nintendo one. Sadly, I don't think anyone even thought to do anything with that at the time, and ultimately, maybe that's gonna end up being the thing is, like, it'll basically be sort of the, more like the Gen 9 Pokemon kind of thing. Meanwhile, everybody, what's it called in that game? Let's Go mode, I think? Where you just release your Pokemon and it goes and beats the living dog piss out of everything in a completely unhinged manner. But again, only so much you can say at this point. But also, I just think that, like, having any of these game mechanics be a thing where a company can just interfere if you do that with a game kind of sucks. Because you think about shit like the Nemesis system, I think it was, from Shadow of War. And stuff of that nature. That's all quite unfortunate. Do I still require the 15 HP Pidgey for shenanigans? I'm gonna need it for another 2 things, and then I believe I can go dump it in a river. And by dump it in a river, I mean probably just deposit it, because it takes a lot for me to actually click release on a Pokemon. Because I will need it to gain access to the unknown dungeon and get an early Mewtwo and an early bunch of other Pokemon that I would be happier to catch there than either in the Safari Zone for Chansey or for, you know, just not have to feed it the rare candies. But that's going to take however long it does. Oh no, not my move that I'm not actually using to get kills here. Wow. Get that shit out of here. Oh wow, a Team Rocket guy's about to use Raticate? See, I'm sure that you could make some sort of complaint about the level of Pokemon variety in Gen 1 if you were the sort of person who really liked to complain about Gen 1. But all considered, it definitely wouldn't affect these dudes. They would just be using just rats and bats all the time anyway. There was this shitpost I saw. I assume this got shared to, like, Alan, Discord, and elsewhere, of the guy saying, oh, we steal Pokemon from all over the world, and somebody going, dude, it's just Zubats. And the response was, it's Zubat, there's Zubats from all over the world. Ooh, for Adam? Yeah, there we go. Well, at least there's that it's good. I guess that also kind of comes down to, like, a failure of reporting a little bit in that case, because that's, like, folks are really not suggesting that with the headlines and stuff, and I know that it's like, oh, hey, are you just admitting that you don't read past the headlines? Yes, but so do a lot of people. So, unfortunately, unless you're going to do something to make people read past the headlines, you are going to have to account for people being dullards about it, right? Maybe you should write this better. Hey, nice crit. That may have saved us the indignity of having to do a second hit for like 2 damage, because Weezing has some defense on it. I believe it's the first teleporter we have to go in, but I do want to go and get the, I should go get that rare candy first. Because I will need that. And just surf that thing away, just to make sure it's super duper dead, right? What if it's just, like, extra dead, right? Although, hey, Machoke, there's another Pokemon to get that they add to their roster a little bit here for, like, 1 or 2. Spearow evolved into Fearow. Heck yes. It's... Now listen, come on, that's all we talk about here. Don't be ridiculous. When was the last time we talked about anything other than body parts? That's a way you can express it. And there's our rare candy. Oh, right! Yes, the Earthquake TM as well. That's a thing that's pretty good, so... let's go and fight this dude real quick, because he's just sitting here. I don't know that this guy's gonna get us enough experience to even level up Paris. I don't know if... I don't remember what level Paris evolves into Parasect at. It's somewhere in the 20s. But, like... I don't usually use Paris or Parasect very much. There we go, here's Rectum. Again. Oh, he's using Reflect. That's annoying. I don't think Surf is going to be a one-shot. It's probably not even going to be a two-shot, but... Oh, never mind. About to send in Gyarados. He's about to send in medium-sized Zam. That thing's about to get squished. Once again, disabling the move that I don't care about that much. But also, that's two disables that have actually procced on me in a row, which... is kind of rare. Disable, for those of you who are not that knowledgeable about, like, weird Pokemon move stats, 55% accuracy in this game. Just like Supersonic. And let me tell you, it feels like less. Every time. But it also targets a random move in this game, I believe. And it's for a potentially fairly long duration, if I recall correctly. Which, admittedly, I kind of don't, but... you know. Anyway, we've gotten all of our level evolutions to this area, so... let's go talk to this guy. Give me that Lapras. That Lapras. Yep. It'll give you a lift. It sure will. Unfortunately, it's Mew that's going to be surfing this around most of the time here, so Lapras is just going to have to sit in that box and be like, oh. I assume that's the noise it makes. It's probably not, but meh. I've been wrong before. It'll happen again, too. Yeah, unfortunately, they kind of patched the Brock through walls thing in yellow a little bit. It is different, and what you need for it is it's significantly harder to pull off at bare minimum. Maybe even impossible. Mew is definitely going to be using Surf for us. Mew might get Strength later. I have not decided. I might give that to another Pokemon. I guess that depends if I, like, catch Tauros or something before I need Strength. Why not just get more Mew? Because I would have to pull up the map for that. I mean, I could do it. Ultimately, I don't know that I need Mew for, like, raw output, or strength for raw output, rather, I guess. So ultimately, it kind of doesn't matter as long as I just have Pokemon to use strength and cut, and, well, obviously we already have shit that can fly. What's that you're saying? Flash? Oh, fuck you. I'm not gonna go in Rock Tunnel if I can avoid it. And I believe I can. Enough of that. Or something. It's okay. Joke about Vaporeon right into the script here. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't read the stage directions. Fuck. Hey, back when the Master Ball was just a prototype. Well, Nido Torpedo, let's get the fuck out of here. Well, that'll take a while, because I think the specific trainer that I'd have to go to get Vaporeon is kind of late in proceedings. And I have this routed out for using the relative minimum of spoofing those trainers with Dittos. Because I find that to occasionally be slightly a pain in the butt. Let's go in here and deposit Parasect. Deposit Fearow. Changing boxes has the upside of removing our of forcing a save game. Pardon me. Oh well, Jolteon probably can, but like I'm not gonna give that to. Come on, that's a total waste of something or other here. Oh, the Lapras is only level 15. I did not remember that. Anyway, we picked those up, and now we've got a couple of things to do, and one of them is going to be to become able to surf on the overworld. Which means it's time to go to Fuchsia City and go beat up Koga and his goons. I'll save here just because at this point, why not? Yeah, it's saving with a Pokedex of 14, so we're up to date. This guy is kind of special because originally this is the dude that I thought I had to like either beat his last Pokemon or die to his first or something. I forget what he's got. Oh, he's only got one Pokemon, so I thought I had to beat this thing in order to trigger a Trainer Fly encounter for Ammonite. It turns out you can just steal both fossils, which is what we did. Get Hypno out of here. What? Yeah, exactly, dude. That's about what I think, too. You wanted to become a ninja. Loser! Oh, sorry. Get a load of this fucking goon. I said goon, not gooner. Wait. Actually, maybe. Listen, I can say nothing about other people's hobbies, and I won't. Actually, I still will, but, you know. It's a whole other thing. Also, it's funny to see the, like, the type inconsistency in the poison gym in Kanto, right? Like, surely you jest. They can't find enough poison types for this fucking gym? Get out of town, man! No goddamn way. Okay, yeah. I can barely see the pixels of the invisible walls. Because you know what we really need in terms of level design here, right? A bunch of invisible walls. What is this, Chip's Challenge? In, like, the later mid-game of the original... I'm not talking about any of the fan stuff. That's all actually been pretty good from what I've seen. Hey, there's the dropped my balls guy. He's unavoidable, apparently. I'm pretty sure we can just surf this guy. Just... yeah. Like, he surely does not have any Pokemon that could cause us problems. Wheezing, in theory, is a little bit durable, but it won't be by enough to cause us problems, I'm pretty sure. That's right, give me your badge so that way I can go surf. Oh, my inventory is full. All right. Inventory is full. Yes, I should probably go sell some shit, actually. I'm pretty sure there's, like, not a lot of reasons for us to die anymore, so I could just go sell the carbos and some other shit, and maybe one of these days I'll remember to pick up a bicycle. Actually, no, there's definitely some more deaths that have to happen in order for me to capture certain Pokemon. So I'm going to be stocking a lot of my, like, good sell items. I mean, again, I could do all this with finding the right special stats with just random Pokemon that I catch and trying to parlay that into capturing everything for Trainer Fly for the, like, 10 or so random Pokemon that I have to get, but it'll be fine. I'll just do it this way. And for those of you who are wondering what I still need the money for, well, there's this guy called Porygon. And that is something that could probably be real good for us to you know, get some of that going and avoid losing money on, because eesh, Porygon is not cheap. Take a look through the list and see how many more times I have to die anyway. I probably should do those, like, as fast as possible. So it's one. Okay, I think we're probably gonna just start on this a little bit early, actually, and start building up towards Porygon as soon as possible, basically. So we'll start off by going to Celadon and go pick up our coin case. I think... No, this is the prize building. It's elsewhere. Pardon me. It's not there. What's it, south of it? I think it is. I think it's in the next, like, row of buildings down, basically. Yeah, is it this guy? Yay, we got his coin case. Hooray! Now let's go sell some crap, and... I guess I can go pull the crap that I have in my PC out real quick and just be like, well, sell this. The protein... M32... The PP up, I don't think sells for anything, so we don't really care about that too much. Gonna be honest with you, I think I'm gonna hold on to the nugget, actually, and we're gonna clone that and make more money. And I know what you're thinking, I'm realizing this late afterwards, like, oh yeah, of course, I can just fix all of my problems that way, and I'm being a bit of an idiot about it, because of some reason. TM4's Whirlwind, right. 37, I forget. Also with TM40. Don't need the Hyper Potion. We can just get full restores if we need those. Carbos. Keep that rare candy. Keep that one. Oh yeah, TM06. We don't need Toxic. I don't need help being toxic. Fresh water either. Alright, now let's double check what the other TMs that I have in my inventory are real quick. That's right, that's Egg Bomb. That one can go. TM40 is Skull Bash. That also can go. But TM26 we want to keep. I also should get 29. And yeah, I'm doing this like super duper not smartly, but in my defense, I kind of forgot a lot of stuff here, so... Because we could definitely use more access to Psychic. Unfortunately, I did already spend the Thunderbolt TM, but I think it's okay. We can get away with that, right? That won't be too much of a problem for us in the greater scheme. This should be Mr. Psychic's house, right? Yeah, he's got the Hat Man sprite. I remember that. I put Bulbasaur up at the front. Go over here. Excuse me. Yeah, you get the fuck out of here, dude. Give him a second to actually get the fuck out of there. Oh. Yeah, so... 3 minutes, 6 seconds, pardon me. 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 14 Pokedex entries. Or what we're sitting on for that. So just keep that in mind. I did another save, basically, just to make sure that the thing would be updated. I I did it wrong. Excuse me, in that I didn't do my inputs at the right timing. Well, excuse the belch. We will fix that in a second. There we go. Yeah, so our D-pad is disabled, but the rest of our inputs are not, because I guess the devs were like, yeah, it'll be fine. And I think that the devs thought it would be fine is pretty much a good explanation as to why all these problems in Pokemon Red and Blue happened, is that the devs were probably like, who'd be stupid enough? And let me tell you who would be stupid enough. It's me. Alongside quite a few other people, to be honest with you, but yeah. So 307, we're good to go. Hold our buttons. Flash the screen. Bye. Watch me diverge off of this guy's route immediately. Man, look at how puny Viridian Forest is. Eh? We gotta come back here for an in-game trade at some point, I think, so... That's interesting. You allowed to pick up that item? No. I gotta keep holding the B button. Anyway, we're doing this just because this should let us avoid encounters as we walk to Cinnabar Island and watch the sprites get all fucked up. So that way we can have Cinnabar flagged as a fly spot because we need that. I mean, it'll also give us a chance to go and, like, shove our 2 fossil Pokemon into the genetic reconstructor thingamajig that they've got at the laboratory or whatever. That I don't think has a special name like that, but also, well... And yeah, I'm walking along the fence just to make absolutely sure. I don't think I can get into encounters in this state. But, like... Look at how tested this game was. And how much, you know, fucky shit still happens, which I know basically wasn't tested, but... Yeah, here we are. Walk into the Pokemon Center. And heal just for good measure. Pokemon Lab is over here. Okay. I thought this was Pokemon Mansion, but I'm kind of silly. That's right. That's the guy who gets Gorochu. Venonat for a Tangela. I didn't see a single Venonat when I was in the Safari Zone for some reason. Yeah, it sure can. Metronome, huh? It tweaks your Pokemon's brain into using moves it doesn't know. That's an interesting description. Hey, dude. You want a Ponyta and you'll trade it for a Seal? Well, I can get a Ponyta, but... Wait a bit. This guy has a goofy accent, so... Yep. we should now... I was going to say, we should now be able to officially bench the two, but we cannot. That is correct. We do need one more instance of that. So... basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the wrong PC, apparently. No, I'm going to go into here. I'm going to deposit everything we have except for one flyer, which is going to be our level 10 Pidgey, and Mew. Just so that way I can avoid any sort of issues that might ever be caused by EXP recalculation. Hand this man Helix Fossil. Oh. Shit. I forgot that he asked you yes or no, so... I forget how far we have to go in order to force the resurrection machine to work, but we might have to go just outside the building. Either way, it's not like super far or super long. Oh, hey, they're both level 30. That's actually pretty nice. Anyway, that solves a couple of our Pokemon requirements there. So... let's go do something that is kind of... well, this is the infamous one, yeah? In order to do that, let's go here. We'll save. I don't think we're going to really be able to save in the middle of the glitch, otherwise it'll interfere. Hey, dude. No, I'm not in a hurry. Sorry. And yeah, that guy has better luck with that bullshit than I do, so... they give you, like, the worst tutorial anybody's ever heard of. And off we go to Cinnabar Island. And now I want to go in here real quick and check my inventory order here. Okay, yeah, swap those around because the Master Ball is the most important. Yes, eventually I will. Ooh, yeah, and you see that nice long delay? That means that there was some sprite decompression happening there, baby. And check this out. We got 129 Master Balls, everybody, because, yeah, this thing is fucking weird. Now, there's a reason why we're capturing this. And it's not just because I'm goofy. It's because that doesn't actually work. Well, first of all, so that way I can show that off. But second of all, I thought that that would turn into a Rhydon. But I guess not, because... Right, we saw a Cubone in, the place. I've already ruined it then, so... Rest and rip me. That one Rocket who had a fucking Cubone is my enemy for the rest of my life. What an asshole. Anyway, that's not the actual, like, Pokemon we're here for. Tangela? What the fuck are you doing here, Tangela? That's not correct, but get in anyway. Also, yeah, you can see that all the, like, battle sprites are crapped up now due to our having encountered M. I may have to, like, throw that Tangela, not the Tangela. I may have to throw out the M. Did it, like, overwrite with the other, like, encounter chart for a nearby location? It's got to have, because that's... Tangela and Pidgeotto, that's from, like, the route up north. What the fuck? What did I do that... Did I go too high or something? It's very possible that, like, you have to really stay on the very near tiles. Anyway, we don't need that Tangela, really, but we also definitely don't need that M. Get that shit out of here. Well, this is going hilariously. Let's go rewatch the tutorial and try to set our name back to, or set our encounter chart back to our name. Because, yeah, we got into a fight with an M, so that means that at least it did work. And very specifically, I can tell that because it was a level 80 also. Which means that it was deriving that data from end-of-name characters. I'm not sure. I know that there's definitely some ROM hacks out there that do a variety of Gen 1 quality of life tweaks. Hey, it's our boy. And oh my god, he is level 127. What the hell, dude? That Squirtle is on enough gear to kill a horse. Anyway, we want to get our rare candies on here. Right, come on, show me another M so that way I can get some rare candies up. Oh, that was such a long delay that I thought it was gonna be M, but no. There he is. It's Big Zam. That's a spicy meatball. If you encounter a level 127 Alakazam, fucking run. Worry about your pants later. You see, because you'll do a massive shit in the... Oh. Oh, you got it. Okay. Alright, show me potato salad. That's Charmander. That's pretty good. We do want a Charmander, so... Get in. I felt the lag for a second there, but it was not to be. Book it. Oh. Thank goodness. That could have been dangerous, in theory. Ah, shit. We fucked the encounter chart back up. Damn it. Ah, dang it. Well... I'm not good at this. So, I mean, I guess we can catch the Pidgeotto, and then that's easier to get to evolve into a Pidgey, but... It's fine. Actually, I want to see what moves the Alakazam has, because that could be another, like, backup Pokemon if I ever need to actually fight things, right? In fact, it's probably faster than Mew. Possibly even better special. It does have Psychic, so... There's that to like about it. Alright, easy up and down motions, come on. That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, I like Squirtle, but I'm not here to resemble the Squirtle squad. Not in this playthrough. Fucking hell, what keeps doing that? What am I, like... I'm just gonna stick with it for a few minutes and see if it, like, doesn't change or anything, because it doesn't feel like I'm going too far outside the target boundary here. Maybe it's just, like, multiple locations worth of encounter charts or something. That'd be weird. Sorry about the noise. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's... I was gonna say, that's gotta be the big boy. I felt that lag. And it felt like a lot of lag. Well, now we got our first clip of rare candies here. We shouldn't need to ever get any more, Master Balls. But yes, for some reason, rare candies, don't do EXP calculation as such. So you can level Pokemon that are level 100 up even further, over level 100, pardon me, up even further. I guess because... So my assumption is that they did not do any further checks for if the level is over level 100. Just, oh, it's level 100, yeah, you're set. because why would they think you need to do that? We will definitely need to get quite a few Leers. I'll say that. The amount of them that we're going to need is going to be a pretty sizable number, so I am going to actually see about going back into the water here and go for another quick set. So that way we don't... See if it'll do anything, because then we don't have to watch the tutorial again. The answer is I probably do have to go back to town, go back to Viridian and get the thing set, so... Once I feel good and satisfied that we're effed on that one. And we can run into some more level 127 starters. You know, as you do. Realistically, I think now is actually just kind of a good time to farm EXP for our things that need to evolve by level while I wait for M to show up. In fact, even after that, because it's worth experience too. It's only level 80, but it'll still be worth something. Like this, I'm really just kind of doing the switch so that way I can run away. But our encounter chart hasn't been reset, so we can, in fact, go and find M. I mean, the real meat in terms of EXP is going to be the Alakazams, but you knew that already. Although, yeah, now we're getting a lot of the grass encounters, but I don't think that has killed our chances entirely of getting these dudes. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's right, give me that money. And by money, I mean rare candies. Oh, yeah, don't use your over level 100 Pokemon until you need to. Because if they gain experience, it will do a recalc and they will rubber band back down to level 100. And that will put us up to a sizable chunk of rare candies now, I believe. Because, hold up, 129, minus 4 puts us to 125, plus 128. Yeah, so it'll be a 3 in the ones digit, which means that worked. Okay. I mean, I was sure that it would, but hey. Why not be absolutely sure? Let's get ourselves some TMs also. Honestly, I probably don't need to do that, but you know what? Nuggets. Let's get the nuggets. Let's at least get the nuggets so that way we don't have to think about We don't have to think as much, rather, about the fact that it's going to absolutely suck every single ball in the known universe to get Porygon otherwise. Without glitching, but I don't recall the number that you have to do to glitch for Porygon, so is what I'm saying to that. Oh god, it takes nothing if we hit it while it's reflecting. This is like not actually tenable. I think I just have to run away from these. Shit. Yikes. Ouch. I want the experience is why, because then I don't have to spend as many rare candies on shit. So, I mean, I could just ball them and be like, yeah, hey, I got an army of like high-level Zams that I definitely do not need, but why not, right? Also means that I don't ever have to be like, okay, yeah, I've got to actually be concerned with paying attention to my number of balls just by virtue of like, not that it's hard or anything, obviously, to come back here. But, I mean, why do it again if I can avoid it, right? You think he uses spoons as paddles? Yes. Yes, I do. Alright, well, there's our level 0 M. That's... I don't know what causes the level 0 offhand. I'm going to assume that like the rest of the namespace is zeroed out as opposed to being hex value 80. Other M. Oh, jeez. Because... yeah, hex value 80 is the end of name character. So I'll take a second here and I will talk about the old man glitch, as it were. So... basically what happens is that in order to properly make the tutorial battles display Old Man through Pokeball, it stores your name data somewhere else. And do I have a visible cursor right now? I do not. I'd have to actually click the into the menu for that for Sameboy, so rip. Otherwise it doesn't display the cursor on itself. So basically I can't point at things as easily, but you can figure it out yourself. So it stores that information, but it doesn't update the encounter table when we fly over to Cinnabar Island and we stay on those left side tiles, because normally they just don't for some reason. You can encounter Pokemon there, but something is wrong with how those charts are placed, because Cinnabar Island itself has no natural encounters, right? You're following me so far, I assume. So, for some reason, the data that gets plucked to try to generate those got overwritten by where our name was being stored, because they were like, surely that data will not be necessary, and it'll just re-update itself when required, because, of course, our name has been copied back, and they thought, oh, yeah, there'll be a chart there to overwrite that by that point. Well, they were wrong. And because of how that chart data is stored, after the first character of our name, it goes the hex ID of character number 2 becomes the level of the first Pokemon in the chart, and then the third character is the Pokemon. And then number 4 is the level for the second Pokemon in the chart. Number 5 is the ID for the Pokemon itself, blah, 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 onto the whole length of the chart, which of course is longer than our name, which is why you are always able to encounter M, because M is at data position 0, which is why we encounter the level 0 M, because yes, whatever I just said about it zeroing out that part of the name afterwards was correct. Ish. It's just not overwritten, basically. And the reason why you encounter the level 80M is because hex value 50, which translates to a decimal value of 80, is the end of name character. It's just sort of the Terminator character for a lot of purposes in this game, which is something that's probably a little bit of a surprise, actually, to some folks to be like, oh yeah, that terminates the name is... Oh, I went to the wrong place because I want to go and get Porygon. Well, we can fix that real quick because of obvious reasons. And basically what this all comes down to is technology is weird. And a lot of this was based very heavily on the assumptions that nobody would be so stupid as to do certain things. Obviously, this didn't create modern bug testing in any way whatsoever. But on some level, I feel like this is definitely a good cautionary tale that you could have taken over to any other piece of software where any of the bug testers ever decided to clock out early because they thought, hey, nobody would be that stupid. So you can just go, yeah, they would. You have no idea, buddy. The sheer depths of human stupidity cannot accurately be determined worth anything. Anyway, we're gonna sell these in very careful mounted blocks here. That should be enough money for us to hopefully get Porygon, but we'll find out in a couple of minutes. I am, however, going to go deposit that last nugget just in case we end up needing it later. Because it'll be a good source of a thing we might need to twin just in case. We're at over 200 rare candies, so the odds of us requiring that are at least somewhat lower. But that's really only at least somewhat lower, you know? Yeah, you know. Positive card key. Anyway, let's go in here. And let me tell you, I think I probably should, like, set up a turbo or something, because we're going to be here for a minute. Alright, let me go and actually set that, because I think I can have a turbo hotkey on this real quick on our thing here. Joypad options. Oh yeah, configure layout. I actually don't really need to do that. Doing this wrong. Select start. There. Turbo L1 R1. Okay, so a lot of that stuff was kind of unnecessary, but hey. Listen, modern problems require modern solutions. Modern problems, I say, like I'm not, you know, playing a video game from 1998, right? Although, I don't know, that seems pretty fancy for me. I'm not old! Except for the part where I am. Kind of. It's not as much as one might assume from, like, any sort of internet usage, but I could certainly stand to have been a little bit younger, right? Yeah, while I'm doing this, I'm looking at some other stuff, and I just saw something cool in my email. A little bit butts, but you know. I was kind of tempted to pick that CD up, because, yeah. Oh. We're done already. Oops, your coin case is full. Well, thankfully they didn't make me go and get, like, 1 coin. I would have been quite annoyed by that. So, what you got? You've got a Porygon. I could just buy a Scyther and a Dratini in order to make things easier on that front, if I so desired. Same with Abra and Clefairy. I already caught a Nidorina at the Safari Zone. But hey, more importantly, we got Porygon. Level 26, huh? That's a little bit specific and weird. But okay. So make sure we go in the right PC box here. We definitely do not need those. Unfortunately, that includes Alakazam. I do love Porygon. At least a little bit. Well, I admire it slightly. It's a pretty decent Pokemon. In theory. But that may have to remain a theory. Well, let's stock up on coins again. Because it turns out it only takes like 200k to fill our coin case. I feel like storing them in a case is a little bit of a strange piece of terminology, but whatever. Shoving coins into a box, I don't know, I'd prefer more of like a sack or a wallet or something, but you know. I wonder what it is in Japanese, if it's the same. Yeah, it's literally a box. And they're all sort of like arranged in there nice and neat in the red and green artwork. Interesting. Oh, hey, in Gen 4, they updated it so it can hold 50,000 coins. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I wish they'd bring back the game corner, but I assume that it's because of, like, international, regulations on gambling imagery in video games. Listen, we streamed Balatro, and we talked about that, and we were just like, listen, they have real gambling with some of these video games. Even Nintendo does that. Like, they've got card games that they manufacture. They're trading card games. You know, TCG Pocket, that's kind of a form in and of itself. Does Pokemon Unite have any sort of microtransactions of that particular variety? I don't know offhand. Of like the loot box sort of thing is what I'm saying. I guess I should express myself a little bit more correctly. Would be a good idea. Alright, let's collect our Dratini. God, I hope your level doesn't suck, dude. Scyther. And come over here, and let's grab these as well, because, hey. Legitimately, it's easier than cycling through the encounters to actually have them show up. Right? I just have to remember where all of my Moonstone locations are in this game. Dratini is level 18. Blech! That's upsetting. That's, like, terribly low. Oh, well. Cannot be helped. Deposit that. And deposit that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. I'm going to want to switch boxes here. Just for safety reasons with regard to messing around in Unknown Dungeon. Or, pardon me, it's called Cerulean Cave nowadays. Disregard what I said when I said the phrase Unknown Dungeon. I'm being old again. Sorry. And by nowadays, I of course mean that the name Cerulean Cave, I believe, was in Fire Red Leaf Green. So that's literally just like, what, over 20 years at this point? Anyway, save here real quick just to lock this in. And then we go and deal with this guy. Save and do. Reset. Oop. Walk the mic arm. Good job, me. Oh yeah, walk up. Flash screen, and off we go. Do, 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 do. Walk around this doofus. And it's time, everybody. Let's go get Mewtwo. We also should switch Pokemon that require level ups up to the front. In case we have to get into, like, actual fights here. Because you'd best believe I don't remember my way around this place. At all. I can and probably should pull up a map, but, you know. It'd be real silly if I did that. Let's see if that actually... Yeah. Typing unknown dungeon does actually give that as an option on Bulbagarden. So someone actually remembered that that was what it was called at one point. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Alright, so we got a map. God, I wish I could just talk to the water and go surfing that way. What the hell was that? Did you guys see that? As I just sort of, like, surfed through that little chunk of wall there. That was entirely accidental. I did not mean to do that, but it's pretty great. Found another full restore. Those are always kind of handy. Do we fight anything in the water other than, like, Golbat? I suppose in the greater scheme, not really, but... It is just like, huh, that's weird. Okay, no, we only fight stuff in the water if we, go fishing. Which, I'm not about that life. I don't have any fishing rods anyway. Hey, we got ourselves another nugget. Fantastic. And Dodrio. You can catch Dodrio. That's pretty handy. I'm just looking through the encounter chart here. What's the floor where we can find Chansey? Is it on floor, like, 2 or something? Okay, yeah, it looks like it's floor 2. I mean, it's a 5% chance, but still. What do you expect of Chansey? It's kind of... Oh, we can find out the lower floor as well. That's good. However, the upper floor has something pretty nice in the possibility of a Wigglytuff encounter, which will let us not have to worry so much about one of the Moonstones. There are exactly enough Moonstones in the game to evolve all the Pokemon that require them once, by the way, for anyone who is curious about the statistics on that. But I don't recall offhand where any of them are. Ooh, Electrode. That's a Pokemon that mostly just uses Explosion. I don't know where I was going with that either, so... meh. Find another full restore. Hey, there's Kadabra. Spoon Man! I can just get that through leveling. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna give it the old whack here, because... Not that I think I'll need to be that conservative with my Master Balls, but... Why waste them, right? Especially when you consider that, like, PC space is likely to be at a premium at some point. Anyway, before I go back downstairs, I do want to see if I can push another couple of encounters and try to get Wigglytuff to show up. Because, yeah, here's the whole list of what's available here. 5% chance for Wigglytuff, 20% chance for Venomoth, 15% chance for Kadabra, 20% for Dodrio, 10% for Electrode, 10% for Marowak, 10% for Rhydon, 5% for Chansey, and 5% for Ditto. That's just on this top floor. Other Pokemon are available elsewhere. Like, there's a... The Chansey has like a 10% chance on the bottom floor. So if I want to hunt that, that's a better place to do it. Stun Spore. That's moderately irritating. Confusion is significantly worse, actually, but... Explosion! Hey, well, that took care of itself. Hey, it's Dawn. There we go. It's nice to get that. After I failed to get my free Dawn earlier. So... you know, I'll gladly accept it. I'll gladly accept an unknown dungeon Dawn, then. Rhyhorn, Rhydon. Those are Pokemon that I've just literally, I think, never used in in-game situations. I know they're really good, and, like, Rhydon in particular is one of those Pokemon, like, holy shit, why did you get an evolution in Gen 4, bro? That thing was good already, and then they were just like, by the way. But I always feel like I get them too late, and they don't offer enough to me that isn't already covered by the rest of my party. I like that it still has Tail Whip at level 52. That's funny. Ah, we flinched. Thankfully, Horndrill didn't hit, because that could actually work at this level, I think. What if I switch you up to the front? Solus RGB. I could have a look at what that is, I guess. Or you could post a link or something, because links aren't banned, as you already know. I just usually switch to Skull Kid when I'm playing Oot Rando. Oh, fuck my life. It actually landed Horn Drill. Oh, the paralysis gave me some issues. Well. Oh, is it not like a thing on ROM hacking or something? Because, I mean, that would be fine. Probably. Can't use teleport. What? What do you mean I can't use teleport now? Anyway. We're practically dead here now, because it's either that or just capture, like, everything we see. Thanks to a run of bad luck, which admittedly is probably more hubris on my part for not being like, oh yeah, let me just full restore that. So I'll just have to do that. Yeah, I guess I would have to, like, escape rope or something, but I don't carry an escape rope. That'd be silly. Yeah, well, here's Parasect. We don't really care too much about that, because... Oh, the screen flashing. Good. Just get me out of here, come on. By whatever means necessary. If I have to get, like, kicked out of Unknown Dungeon, then I have to get kicked out of Unknown Dungeon. But that's okay, I'm, like, well above my punching weight here. And I do have a good chunk of money, so if I die again, like, it's whatever. Oh, hey, Hypno. That would be a helpful thing to have captured. And there's Magneton. I have no idea how much more time I gotta spend in the dungeon here in order to get to Mewtwo. So I'm just gonna hope that I can actually run away from some of these a little bit. And see, Sleep Powder, that's what you should have used on Mew earlier, dude. I would definitely have preferred that. And here's another Rhydon. We don't need to bother with that. Although it's not showing the little capture icon on it for some reason, even though we definitely have one. At least we should. Is that not a thing in this game? I could have sworn it was. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Well, this wouldn't be the first way that I showed myself to just be an idiot. Yeah, see, we got Rhydon. Maybe I've just forgotten and it doesn't show the a capture icon in Gen 1. Oh yeah, now this is something that can definitely kill all of our our dudes easily. If it remembers to use an attack move. Because it's going to be so fast, it's going to take a moment for us to be able to escape. Hey, it didn't kill anything. Wow. Oh, I was expecting it to suddenly be like, oh, by the way, that wasn't a kill. That would have been really goofy, but still. Oh, hey, it's Ditto. Yay. We don't have to ever think about that. That's a lie. We do have to think about that quite a bit out on the route outside of Fuchsia City, but we got it in our collection, so we certainly don't have to think about capturing it. That's nice. Wow, we found an Ultra Ball. That is completely fucking worthless at this point. Thank you, game. Wow, 600 bucks. Just give me the money at that point. Even if I'll lose it when I invariably die here to this Dodrio. As it shoots a triangle at us. You know, as one typically does, right? That's fine. We're out of there. That's okay. You know, shit happens. That's just how it goes, right? Well, I'm going to fly back to Pewter City, and we're going to try to not screw that up. But first, I'll be right back, everybody. Okay, we're back, everybody, and, you know, now that I think about it, I would love to be able to actually, like, mod this game to add some more stuff into it. All right, 39 Pokedex and 4 hours, 43 minutes. That's where we should be at when we do this. And I know that there's, like, more advanced Pokemon games to hack, and of course everybody is probably fucked around with this, but just the fact that there's only 151 Pokemon in this game, and the sheer amount more that you can have in that, I think that that makes it a little bit more attractive for making an expanded edition, at least in those regards, than Gold and Silver and Crystal, which also kind of suffer from a lack of variety in certain areas. So maybe I will, like, look that stuff up sometime and try to mess with it a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't guarantee a glitch-free experience or anything, but I mean, that's just kind of the special sauce that makes Gen 1 Gen 1, right? I also just kind of admire, I kind of like Gen 1 mechanics in general a little bit. Even if at times they are, like, profoundly stupid, I think they're kind of neat. Even when they are horribly broken. There's probably also some stuff that I can do to, like, tweak certain things, like the special split. And I've definitely seen hacks that add a special defense stat, I'm pretty sure. Regardless, yeah, it's something that I do want to look at some point and be like, what can I do with this? Anyway, back to it, gang. Let's do this. Let's not fucking die to a horn drill this time. Oh my god, that was embarrassing. Hey! Instantly Wigglytuff shows up. You, my friend, are probably the last Pokemon I require on this floor. Except for Chansey, but Chansey can be found elsewhere, so... elsewhere in Unknown Dungeon, even, which is kind of what I meant to say. Yeah. We're still missing Chansey, but Chansey is also in the basement at, like, a 10% encounter rate. And that and Raichu are the only things I need from down there. And for that matter, Raichu is the only thing that I need from the mid-floor, so... We are actually, like, almost... We've caught almost everything in Unknown Dungeon. That's pretty solid. Oh, hey! Look who it is! Did you guys just all line up as soon as I died and came back, so that way you could just be like, alright, we're gonna... As soon as able... If so, that's kind of funny, actually. I gotta squint at this map a little bit here. Is you bet I don't fucking know where how to get around here. Shit. I think we need to surf up to, like, the second ladder or something here. Oh, right. I should probably not have you in the lead, Bulbasaur. Nor Abra. I actually don't need to evolve Abra anymore because I caught a Kadabra here. Duh. I mean, granted, this is literally the last time I need to walk through walls anyway. So, it's probably fine, but... Yeah, you know, let's not mess with that, right? And here's clobbering time for us. It's clobbering time! And so what am I saying? This guy's not made of rocks. he wouldn't be giving us clobber in time. Yeah, if I don't have to worry about the prospect of any of that, that would be better. Wow, that's Chansey number 2 already. Okay. And yes, by the way, I'm blind. I misread this map. This is not the way to go. So I guess we got to go to the last ladder in the area. That's fine. I can fix this real quick. Yeah, Chansey using Defense Curl is still not going to... Minimize, however, is a real pisser because that is, like, actually kind of a pain in the butt. Minimize, I think, might actually be stronger than Double Team. But in this generation, you also don't have anything that skips Minimize, which makes things a little bit suckier. Like, you don't have the stomp effect as such. And there he goes, chucking those triangles around. Again. Hey, it's Hypno. That's banned on Patreon. Wait. This is like multiple jokes, and both of them are questionable. Oh, hello, Arbok. I forgot what version I was in. So, let's catch that real quick. Get in the ball. Get in the bag, Nebby. Let me just make sure that I didn't misread any other parts of the chart. And, like, do we have anything else to capture? Okay, yeah, it's literally only Raichu and... Raichu. But there's a better chance of getting Raichu in the basement, so that's good. Okay, where am I compared to where I need to be? I should get... Complete wrong area. Fuck yeah. Love that for me. Here's Parasect, which is a pretty easy Pokemon if you have like a fire or flying move, but I don't have either of those. Okay, this should be the correct location now. It's just kind of a lengthy walk anyway. And here's Don Ho popping up again. And given that it's Rhydon we're talking about and its stats and typing, it does also kind of fall to some tiny bubbles, so... Meanwhile, I've got Surf, which is significantly more than tiny bubbles, but... that thing is annihilated. Ugh. That Rhydon has been, well, it had to take one hell of a bath, that's for sure. Yet somehow Rhydon can learn Surf. You think that it would, like, just get in the water and it would instantly just evaporate, basically? It would return to its constituent gravel. Oh, watch out, everybody. Dodrio's pissed off. Well, buddy, I get it, but... oh, did I pick that item up already? Was I already on this path earlier? I guess I'm not really that surprised, but good to know. I'll pound this thing a couple of times. That'll probably work. Arguably, it's better than just wasting a Surf. The encounter rate is really dialing itself up a little bit hard here. Now that I don't need anything on this floor, the game's like, Okay, now we're heading off to the last floor here, and let me pull up a map so I know what exactly I'm looking at. I'm looking at level 55 Electrode for a start. Honestly, I kind of want to just put Mew at the front and just be like, well, we'll deal with the fact that I'm not gaining experience and just live with it. Because in theory, then I might less need to use healing items. But also, I really don't want to put that experience to waste. Like, this Marowak won't explode, so may as well take it out. Okay, this is actually, like, really simple. I don't care anymore. Set out the rest of the way myself. Items. And hey, another explosion. Yay, more free experience. Well, I could probably just eat a max potion or something real quick. But I think I'm going to be okay. Raichu, there we go. There is the last Pokemon we need, and dear God, it's level 64. That's kind of sickening. Just getting the ball. Obviously, we're not going to try to do anything else with it. We just Master Ball it, because, yeah. At this point, what the hell do you expect me to do? 5 levels off? Yeah, I know, right? And yeah, I'm switching back to just running from every fight, and we're like almost there. Come on. Yeah, not a whole lot to say here other than just like, wow, I gotta really strain against all these random encounters. This encounter rate is so, like, massively cranked up right now, it feels like. Like, the game is really like, hey, yeah, you're done here. We're gonna make this a problem for you. I don't think I need that, but okay. I have a speed stat that'll help me run away from everything. It's more that these are annoying. And honestly, a death would get us out of here very quickly. But I could feed a full restore if I wanted to. It's just that at this point, it's easier to just, like, remember that I can't teleport out of the maze. So I'll just have to do things the old-fashioned way of just die. Oh, it knows what we are. Wait. But with more beeping, yeah. Someone get me just a Quest 64 mod that just adds the low health alarm whenever you're at low health. Wait, no, don't do that. And there we go. There's Mewtwo. Now let's hurry up and get the fuck out of here. I've had enough of this place. Alright, so let's see about getting ourselves killed real quick. Or this thing could literally just let us pound it to death. That's also a possibility. Wow, look at this fucking slowpoke getting here this late. How you doing, nerd? Okay, wow, finally Rhydon remembered to actually attack. Unfortunately, it's not going to even, like, chip the paint on this thing, because even with, like, minus 1,000 stages of defense or whatever we're at now. Yeah, by the way, we are trying to actually die in order to get out of here, so if you're wondering why I'm not just, like, being smart and casting Surf on this thing, there is a reason for it. We're trying to Death Warp. Been a rush day. Well, these things happen, you know? Well, time to still get away from this thing. Wow. Good job. Good job, Rhydon. You literally did not care about that. Oh, hey, look who's back. I just got Tail Whip and Leer. I don't have an escape rope because I'm a fool. Also, you can't teleport out of here, I learned. Which is very dumb. Oh, good. This is actually, like, the least favorable encounter for us. Is the Ditto. Because now it's going to turn into our shitty Pidgey that we use for glitching. Oh, this might be the actual worst encounter for us. This thing, it doesn't have an attack. Fuck off. It probably can't even kill us. I'm trying to walk out. It's just taking forever because everything is... Nothing here wants to attack me. Oh, Rhydon, you stupid bitch. You can't hit a Pidgey with your horn drill, and it hit my paralyzed Mew with one earlier. Oh my god. Oh, you stupid, useless piece of fuck. Oh my god, Oh, this is probably why I never used Rhydon in-game before, because it's just like, this is the most worthless Pokemon anybody's ever come up with. It can't even. Holy balls. Anyway, speaking of balls, hey look, it's Electrode. More like Electrode. Wait. Yeah, it's the only Pokemon I'm able to draw other than Diglett. Except for that one time I did draw the cool ostrich Pokemon. But that'll never happen again. My problem is that I just don't have the patience to, like, art most of the time, because it takes a while to draw good. So... And I'm bad at being patient. Oh, hey, is Arbok gonna, like, low-key be the thing that gets us out of here? Just add ears to Electro, change the colors a little bit. Yeah. You're not wrong. It was, like, one that was just sitting there, though. It had the trunk kind of rolled up after I did, this was, like, right after the Gold and Silver beta Super League came out. And it was Phanpy with, like, a sort of, like, curled trunk at the time. Hey, that's not a thing that'll murder us. Oh, Raichu, do you literally only have Thundershock for an attacking move? You probably do, don't you, champ? That's okay, it's good enough. We're doing fine, Roundy. We're trying to Death Warp. And by trying, I mean, literally it takes forever for most of these Pokemon to actually use a move that will do damage. But you're correct. I seem a little overmatched here. Yeah, usually. But we already got, what's his name? We already got Mewtwo. And I can prove it too. By going into this Pokemon box and going... Oh. Deposit Pokemon first. Yeah, good point. Alright, put the Mule in here, and... Abra also we kind of don't need, because we've already got the other stages. We'll deposit the Bulbasaur, because I don't think we really need that right now. But, there he is, right at the top. The big boss of the bosses. Who actually has moves, unlike every Pokemon in this generation, basically. It's Mewtwo. We done it. We're gonna save real quick, because... Well, yes, because it's a good idea to save every once in a while. I still haven't picked up the bicycle. I should probably do that at some point, shouldn't I? First, go surfing, and let's get our soft boil TM. So that way we should be a little bit harder to get murdered in a stupid way by things as Mew. Just in case we need it. There we go. There's our we learned Meow. Wait. Wrong move. Wrong bit. Anyway, fly to Vermilion. And let's go pick up the bike voucher. Fine. That guy has an old rod, but we don't really need that. We can go and get a Magikarp, like, anywhere. In fact, we can just buy a Magikarp, and I won't have to think about the item slot being taken up. Shut up, dude. I'm not interested in your Rapidash. I can't believe that they predicted bronies in 1998. Or something. Whatever. You fill in the bit yourself. Let's go and get this bike voucher turned in. Where is it? Right here, right? Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, like, the early My Little Pony stuff was quite a bit older than the early Pokemon games. But it's sort of a different thing, you know? Okay, we're going to actually do something a little bit silly here and eject ourselves from the bicycle. And save before we attempt to do this. Just in case it fucks up like that. But we can see, we've used this guy before, so we can actually, recycle these trainer fly trainers, which makes things quite easy for us. Well, quite easy might be a bit of a stretch because I'm still garbage at using a controller. If I had something like, if I had something a little bit more arcade sticky, it might go a little better. Checking under the truck. Very funny, Roundy. Kind of. Also, yeah, look at me screwing this up a lot. It might be better to approach from the side. Basically, we just did the sort of traditional method of glitching for a Mew. Mewtwo is more of a cat boy. I don't know if I like that. But, like, now I'm thinking of just, like, an FF14 cat boy, but with the neck tube. I'm gonna try doing this from a different angle. See if it helps me. Mewtwo is now considered adult content. Oh, right. Yeah, because now the payment processors are getting extra weird where it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, things that are illegal in America, fantasy, apparently. Well, when I say, I'm saying oh. Right? No, you're saying... God, when did I get so bad at this? Oh, right. I was never good at it to begin with. I probably should have that hotkey on the keyboard also as like a... hit shift to pause. There we go. That got us out of it. It's just going to take us a couple of times every time. We go to Pewter City. Because this is the place where we can do all the funny shit with this. If you have the right stuff, go eat worms, buddy. Mewtwo is now considered adult content, parentheses, derogatory. Nice. Deposit Pidgeotto. Oh, that box is full. Well, that's the good thing that we're going to change box then. What can we withdraw that's like low level and crap? Clefairy. That's perfect. Deposit these two goofballs. Do that. We'll also just go and withdraw the Mule Pidgey real quick. And then change box back to box 1. There is a reason why I keep doing the box changes, I swear. It's because it forces a save. And we actually need that. I'm not just being a complete idiot. It's... I did explain this in the last stream, but, well, yes, but we need to die, is the important part. And we need to die something, like, profoundly stupid, so... I need something that I have right now that's low level, that can get killed easily. Is why I was doing that. Yes, because we need to set a particular encounter for when we, go deal with, getting the thing from the guy at the place. Is the chat box on screen? Oh, yeah. That'll be why, because if Twitch is not giving you the bit rates, then there you go. Anyway, yeah, we're doing the trainer fly glitch again, but obviously we're not going to go pick up another Mew because we already have that. Our goal is to catch all 151 Pokemon. What do I need with another Mew? Other than just for it to be, like, strong. Anyway, this guy believes in being rock hard. Let's see what he's about here. He's about the hitchhiking Geodude. Yeah, we can growl at it and see if this produces some funny business. It'll also be a fair, like, waste of turns. Assuming that it actually, you know, does what decides to attack me. That would be a useful thing for it to do. Yeah, I mean, sure, it's not going to do jack shit for damage, but... You know what? I'm fast-forwarding through this. Would you just kill me already, dude? Come on. It is apparently far harder to die to Brock's Geodude than you would think. What a sentence I've never had to say, and I hope I never do again. You know, I'm putting the bicycle at the top of the list. For ease of use reasons. Now, this map that you posted better be correct, random Redditor. Or I'm gonna be a little bit sad. Hey, there he is, folks! It's our old friend, Jengar. Whose name is absolutely not pronounced that way, but I'm being annoying. And he's level 1 because Clefairy had Growl. So technically, we could go get ourselves a level 100 Jengar if we wanted to be a clown who has a Pokemon that doesn't learn anything. Oh, I should have done it. Oh well, there's Name Raiders. You caught Plastic Allen. One sec, everybody. Yeah, Jengar's got lick. It's like my dog. Way too happy to be there and licks everything. Let me take a quick look at Jengar's learn set for you real quick so I can tell you why this thing bugs me. Because, again, this is like a cool Pokemon. This is kind of one of the favorites of all time, you know? Everybody loves Jengar. I don't think I've ever met anybody who's like a committed Jengar hater. And yes, I'm still pronouncing it that way. I'm sorry, it started to be funny. But, oh my sweet goodness, in level 1, in Gen 1, they forgot to give this thing moves, like, entirely. Jengar was one of the Duggar kids. Jesus Christ, Roundy. So, yeah, it starts with Lick, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. At level 29, it gets Hypnosis. At level 38, it gets Dream Eater. That's all it gets for moves! What asshole! Who didn't like this thing that severely that they were like, we have to give it literally a stone evolution move pool? Jeez, crow. Its TM set is a little better. I can rattle off the TMs that it can learn. Is that it can learn Mega Punch, Mega Kick, Toxic, Body Slam, Takedown, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, Submission, Counter, Seismic Toss, Rage, Mega Drain. Oh my god, finally a special move. It learns Mega Drain. Thunderbolt, Thunder, Psychic, Mimic, Double Team, Bide, Metronome, Self-Destruct, Skull Bash, Dream Eater, Rest, Psywave. Ew, Psywave. Explosion, Substitute, and Strength. And I mean, that's not like good, truthfully, but at least it's moves. Yeah, no, Giga Drain was not in Gen 1. You just had Mega Drain. But my point here is that, yeah, at least Gengar had, like, a move pool. But it did not learn anything through level up. You had to feed it TMs, like, you had to feed it a lot of TMs. That's the important point here. Where's my actually Pokemon that I care about here? Take that, and Dratini should probably get fed some EXP at some point, or like an absolute boatload of rare candies. Kabuto and Ammonite would not be hard to evolve through just sheer amounts of rare candies. So there's that we can do. Clefairy, you evolve by stone, so I'm not feeding you that. Yeah, it is kind of weird that it's not in Gen 1. So we'll pick up Pidgeotto, and did I have anything else that needs to evolve by level at this point? I've got Rhydon already, so I don't need to do that with Rhyhorn. Oh yeah, there's a Nidoran male in there, so we can do that real quick. And you see, now we're sort of at the point, by the way, where it's like, now is where we should actually work on leveling some Pokemon up. And I guess also getting badges would be a good idea. Holding down my turbo button now. Oh, hey, Kabuto learned Absorb. Move it would never in any real situation use, but hey. Slash, however? Whoa. Get that Amistar. Oh, Master. Yeah, in this game, Payday is an actual TM, which is great. It learned Horn Attack. As Ammonite? Doesn't have horns, does it? Route 12, which is on the bridge, I believe. Anyway, we got our disco snail, so good times. Oh, don't deposit Mew. That's a good Pokemon. I'll hold on to the Nidorino in case I should happen to bungle into a Moonstone that quickly. Yeah, dude, that's fine. Yeah, Amistar makes sense, but Ammonite is like a little bit early for it, I feel like. Oh, do I not have my flyer out? Whoops. I'll fix that real quick. Oh, you know what? We'll teach Fly to Dodrio, because that's funny. Alright, what useless move do you have in here? You've got... Wow, Dodrio has all damage dealing moves. That's fucked. So I'm thinking where I gotta go to, where would be good to go to next for like getting some more Pokemon. I mean, I guess places where I can go to gyms and just do that, and yeah. Ah, Weedle. Weed. Wait. Yeah, it kind of makes sense for Amistar, but not so much for the other one. We don't have 255 Master Balls, but we definitely have enough, is what I'll say about it. Jesus. I'd say, why would you say that? But also, to be fair, I get it. I'm going to skip this Rattata. We're going to get one at a higher level at some point. Because, come on, level 2. I'm not going to use Raticate in this playthrough. Don't be ridiculous. Mew's back sprite looks like cottage cheese. Have you eaten today? Is that your, like... Are you just, like, really hungry and that's why you're saying it? From the Venture Brothers? A little bit. Actually, now that you mention it. I think it's the Venture Brothers. Although now that I say that, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Just had to double check. Okay, so off the top of my head, this is like the best odds that we have in a location for finding Caterpie. So unfortunately, we're gonna fart around here in Viridian Forest for however long to find ourselves a Caterpie, and yeah. God, Pikachu, your page is too long. I want to see where you exist in this game. Can I get you elsewhere other than just here? I can get Pikachu at the power plant. What kind of odds? 25%. That's actually pretty good, so... Obviously, we gotta visit the power plant anyway, so... I did not get Pikachu, so... Yeah, I have a Mew, and now I'm, like, grinding for Caterpie. Listen, I do need to capture all 151 Pokemon, so... There he is. You know what, Caterpie? It's very easy to make fun of you, but come with us. Get in the ball, Caterpie. I'm gonna feed that thing so many rare candies. Approximately 7. Listen, I can only name so many Pokemon Bill in one playthrough and before I get confused. Suddenly remembers one video that I saw of somebody who was doing a Gen 1 thing, and they named, I think it was, in fact, Kingler. They named him Big Bill Shell, which was pretty good. I do kind of always appreciate a good Big Bill Hells reference. Big Shell, yeah. Now let's log into this random dude's PC and yeah, deposit Beedrill, withdraw a Caterpie, and needed some drugs. Hey Caterpie, you want ungodly amounts of pills? Oh. That was my rewind button. I forgot I had that mapped on the controller. It didn't take me nowhere. Well. Yeah, you've got a point. As a moth, I was at some point a caterpillar, and I will, like, just eat things indiscriminately. Wait. That's not quite true, but listen. It's for the joke. The ghost equivalent of a caterpillar. This... Yeah, that Clefable. It is Clefable because it's got the little, like, wingtips, right? It's pretty good. I mean, the whole frame is pretty solid, so... Points there, but... Yeah, so I guess if we want to go to the power plant, we're going to have to be able to use Cut, aren't we? I guess I did get the only thing that actually matters out of Misty's gym, so I could just go and... Why would they put a shitty Clefairy next to cool Pokemon like Rhydon and then you notice the Pidgey? It's alright, Kangaskhan is carrying a large part of this team's coolness on her back. On their back, too, I guess, because it's two of them. I mean, I could, but... The EXP all is kind of just... I dislike it. Yeah, that is a very large, the proportions are very, yeah, that's quite the hydrocephalic Kangaskhan, isn't it? I mean, a big part of the problem also is just, like, the amount of experience that is reduced by using the EXP all. Because not all of my party is going to need it at any given point, so... Yeah, you're right, it is basically the same head as Rhydon, isn't it? Well, I don't know, maybe Rhydon also has a bit of water on the brain, too. Actually, I think that would kill it, so that would be really bad. The approximately 12 pixels of baby Kangaskhan head poking out are pretty adorable, though. Gotta give him credit for that. Let's go see if we can find an Ekans. Hey! Take a look at that! I Summoned it by accident. Join or don't. Just come on. Come with us, Ekans. I promise this will be fun. Oh, what? Yellow version can get manky out here? Bullshit, man. Start naming all the mods backwards. Yeah. Just like Pidgey is Yegg Dip. This doesn't work very well. Boy, it really isn't. It's just kind of like, what the fuck? Starmie is usually a Pokemon that's a problem, but not so much. Yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. It's just, it's very funny for Rhydon very specifically because, like, not only is it super useless for Rhydon, it also is a Pokemon that is, like, super duper weak to water, so the fact that it can learn that seems really goofy. Gosh! Yeah, I know, right? Listen to me just being problematic again. No, I don't gotta deposit any Pokemon items, though. I don't need the coin case anymore. I don't remember what, like, half of these TMs are, but I don't think most of them are useful. Except for TM26, I remember what that one is. Oh yeah, TM29 is Psychic. I should probably consider if I want to copy that. Well, yeah, it would be really good if I remembered to, like, get an escape rope at some point. Escape rope still kind of sounds like a euphemism for, like, a noose. Used on oneself, I need to emphasize. Oh, speaking of Pokemon Yellow Bullpucky that because I mentioned that a few minutes ago, you can find Wild Venonat over here in Yellow version. That's some bullshit, man. How do a jackass decides to do that and then they don't put it in the real games? Yeah, I said it. I don't know why I said it, but I did. Anyway, we're over here looking for Oddish real quick. Oh, hey, look, Abra. We have one of those already, so it's less of a to-do. Abra! What are you on my Blue Sky feed talking about something you saw looking over my shoulder? Because let me tell you, people really do not know how to, like, tag things as adult content on that website sometimes. Anyway, here we go. Here's Oddish, the weed Pokemon. In fact, I think it's like typing is actually weed or something. Like, the idea is supposed to be that it's a radish up until it evolves into, like, weird stank Pokemon. Yeah, it's a weed. But listen, when they draw it with all 5 of the leaves standing upright, my brain is basically full of poison at this point. So, unsurprisingly, it's just like, oh yeah, that's definitely, well, it's a weed, all right. Is there anything to catch on this route? Not unless we're in yellow, in which case there'd be Venonat. I mean, technically, there's stuff we can catch, we just have all of it already. This guy really wants to fight me because I'm going to go see Big Bill Hell. He's got a staunch warning about their cars, I guess. Listen, I wouldn't be going to Big Bill Hell's if I wasn't expecting to get a bad deal. Alright? I already know about the cars that can break down. I'm just there for the challenge pissing, okay? Her boyfriend with a space in it. I'm assuming they're not actually dating, so that explains the thing. Yeah, in that zone, it's the length of a single space in the character set. It's not a very large zone, but unfortunately he is trapped there. In the Phantom Zone. Wait. Oh, and he's also saying that he's got a girlfriend with a space in it. Technically, I could probably have gotten that item if I had thought about it, but I didn't. What he's also got is just a fucking Rattata, so, like, I don't know, dude. You're probably considered underwhelming. But not in the interesting way, you know? Oh, hey, he's got Eakins. That's decent taste in Pokemons. Says it has Eakins once again to be very annoying. Boyfriend is a snake. Huh? I know, right? Easy jokes. Oh yeah, you do encounter me from all, like, 4 spaces away. Get a load of this, Goofus. Oh, hey, an Oddish. It's a trash can, not a trash cannot. You may be onto something. I think. Look at this girl and her Oddishes and Pidgey. Meanwhile, thinks about how it was neither of the Oddish forms have gotten Mega Evolutions as far as we've seen. But Victreebel did. Victreebel, and it's now just a massive sack. Oh. They did also, as I said before, they revealed a Mega Malamar today, and it's, like, got big shoulders. Boomer. Hey. I mean, listen, the jokes do kind of write themselves, don't they? But yeah, let's go kick the shit out of the guy who has the dig TM real quick. Just so that way I don't have to think about it later. Unless I'm allowed to just walk past this dude. No, I'm not. Also, these people's yard just sort of like extends out into the back roads here. Come on. This Machop sprite is pretty excellent. I do appreciate it on some level. Also, wow, Team Rocket really does use a lot more Machops and stuff than I remember them using. This. And he is out of here. Machop back on their bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna save up here, and we're gonna save through switching boxes, because apparently sometimes I forget to save through the actual menu or something, and that will make sure that it actually works. So I don't have to keep replaying parts of this game again like an idiot.